Welcome to the State of Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development Trade Adjustment Assistance Program. In this video, we'll be talking about training. You already have skills, and with the right training, you can build new skills in growing, high-demand occupations and earn a good living, possibly even more than you made at your previous job. TAA training helps you get there. What is the training benefit? TAA will pay for up to 130 weeks of expenses required for your training program, including tuition, books, fees, and materials. That's up to 2.5 years of coursework, enough time to complete your training for a new occupation or industry, or bring existing skills up to date.
If you want to focus on school, it's best, to not have a job, and being able to have it all paid for, was very helpful.
I got paid to go to school. That's an exciting thing. I always wanted to go to college. I didn't have the opportunity, and there it was. So I jumped for it. I fought for it.
You know what? I get a free education. I'm going to take it.
To receive no-cost training, you must be unable to find a suitable job to replace the one you had at the trade-affected company. You must also be qualified to begin the training program you choose. The training has to be the right fit for you. Will it lead to full-time employment? Will it get you job ready? Is the cost reasonable? Starting on the date of layoff or the company's TAA certification, whichever is later, you generally have 26 weeks, approximately 6 months, to begin your training program. For example, if Robert was laid off on January 1st and the company he worked for had already become TAA certified, then his 26-week window begins on the day he was laid off, January 1st, and his 26 weeks ends on June 30th. But Sarah's case is different. She was laid off on January 1st, but her company was not TAA certified at the time of her layoff. So her 26-week window begins at the time of the company's TAA certification, in this case, March 1st, and ends August 29th. During this 26-week window, you'll need to determine what training program is right for you. Contact colleges in your area for information on program options. It's smart to get going on this as soon as possible. If you've decided to enter into a training program, but the school term doesn't begin until after your 26-week window ends, your career planner may extend this time period to match the start of your classes. Sarah's program isn't offered until November, but her window closes on August 29th. Her career planner approved a waiver that extends the window. If you attend full-time training, you may qualify for another benefit, TRA. This weekly allowance helps with living expenses while you train. We'll cover the details about TRA in the living expenses video.
I sat down and told my wife and I told my children, I want to do this, I can do this, but we all have to agree this is what we're going to do for the next 2 years.
My kids were already adults, and they said, Mom, you can do it. We did it, you can do it. We're here for you.
I had 2 small kids at home, and to me, I thought, I want to show them that it's never too late.
It was kind of neat to see that support, because I think it was a positive influence for my children to see their dad back in school, to see him excited about it.
What steps are needed to receive TAA benefits? Your first step is to file an unemployment insurance claim. Even if you don't expect to get any payments right now, it can take several weeks to process your claim, so don't delay this step. Plus, it could make it harder for you to meet your deadlines. Step 2 is to fill out a TAA program application. You'll do this at an orientation session, or if you're unable to attend the session, call 888-258-9966 to request a TAA program application. For the training benefit, your next step is to work with a TAA career planner to create a training plan. This process will match the skills you already have with opportunities in growing in-demand fields and the career that interests you most. The training approval checklist in your application packet outlines the process, which is designed to get you the best possible full-time employment. Your career planner will be there to help guide you through this process.
You have so much to offer experience-wise now, and coupled with a new credential, you should do very, very well.
Your career planner will help you set a training goal. It may be a certification, technical diploma, apprenticeship, or associate degree from a technical college or other educational institution. If you already have enough college credits, you could finish a bachelor's degree or graduate degree. After choosing your training goal, gather all required documentation so your TAA career planner can get your training plan approved. Then you're ready to start school.
It's such a different atmosphere now that being older and going back to school is not against the norm.
I was surprised. There were a lot of people my age. We had a larger class. We had like 27 in our class when it started. I think 5 of them were my age.
Can I start over at 40? I haven't been in school for 22 years. Can I still do all that? Yes, you can.
Throughout this whole process, while you're setting your training goal, in school, and when you graduate, you'll have to stay on top of required documentation and deadlines. You'll have detailed program materials and your TAA career planner to help you stay on track. Of course, earning a certificate or degree is the goal of TAA training. Students are expected to complete their programs.
I had to be all for it. If I was going to do it, I had to be 100%.
You're in the program, you're a full-time student, this should be your job. This should be not something on the side that you're doing, but this should be the thing you do. This is your job.
Job opportunities are out there. Employers are actively looking for people with up-to-date skills and training credentials, like certificates, degrees, and diplomas. Let's review the key takeaways for TAA training. Get started right away. Stay in touch with your TAA career planner. Know your deadlines. No-cost training is a great benefit. Work with a TAA career planner, either at an orientation session or over the phone, to get started right away. We look forward to helping you succeed.